going on, guys? Welcome back to the Cul-de-sac and the Neighbors podcast. I'm Mitchell, and things are going to be a little bit different going forward. David will no longer be a co-host. I don't know if you guys saw the Facebook posts and the Twitters, the tweets, and all that kind of shit. But David will no longer be a part of it. And so for tonight, I actually have Tanya, my girlfriend.
Hi.
I have Kirsten, my sister.
Hey.
And her boyfriend, Blake.
What's up?
Well, how you guys doing?
Good. I didn't know what to say, and then I got too nervous.
The weirder part was, like, have you guys seen that video? It's of the playground where the guy's like filming it, and like all the kids are like dabbing, and then the white kid comes up and he's like,
yeah,
that's what you just did.
Dab. I know,
but that's what you just did with your hands. You're like,
I'm like,
hey.
Did a karate move?
Like, yeah, busting out in the robot or something.
Yeah. Hey.
Hey guys.
So weird. Well, how was your guys' week? This will be the hardest part, is everyone not talking.
I've had it all off, so I've been just.
Yeah,
fantastic.
what'd you do with your week off?
Apex, and more Apex.
Yeah, I streamed a lot of Apex.
Apex Legends.
Blake streams on Mixer, mixer.com/darkhook, so you guys can check him out there. He just played in an Apex tournament.
Yes,
Placed
I did.
fourth. What you laughing
Sadly.
Tanya's hella nervous.
She's like, nerd.
What if my voice cracked when I said hi? I would have made you restart it.
Oh, yeah. You have to get
God.
the perfect intro or whatever.
Gotta get it perfect.
give her a couple takes.
Hey, guys.
Just edit the best one in.
Yeah. No, there's no editing, so just don't
Oh,
mix.
yeah, no editing.
Don't mess up.
We
Very
keep it
out of my
real.
comfort zone.
Yeah, keep it really professional. But we have, I think we're going to close out the episode with, Kirsten did some like office trivia.
Sure did.
So how is that going to work at the end?
How are we
going to play?
So it's gonna be versus you and Blake.
Okay.
Tanya and I are not doing that.
Right.
Yeah,
it'd be weird if yeah.
I do a lot of hand
We are not
movements.
doing that.
If you guys could see me right now, you would know I'm doing the robot constantly. No, but I wrote down a bunch of office trivia, and we'll just go over those. And
How do we buzz in? What do we do? We say our
it's
name
gonna
or what?
be
Just
name
gonna
is your
yell.
buzzer.
Okay,
So
yeah.
I'm gonna ask the question and then
Mitchell.
Mitchell. Yeah. And hopefully you guys don't yell at the same time.
Well, so Tanya's the judge.
Who's gonna be?
Yeah,
what if
Tanya
we
can
do?
be the judge of
Who
that.
says it first?
Because what if I'm still talking
Tanya-
and then you guys
Tanya
buzz
instantly
in?
starts to sweat.
No part of
It's
it.
like, oh my gosh, now I have to do this podcast, and now I have to be the judge.
It's a lot to take in.
Yeah, we forced Tanya into the podcast. She didn't want to do it. It was sad, but we made her do it. So now we're happy that she's here.
Yeah,
I'm here,
she's
that's all that matters.
gonna do great.
Yeah, it's fun times.
So
I think the easiest part for me was like I never had the weirdness of it because I streamed. So like
Yeah,
I have
that's
been
true.
used to having like a microphone in front of me even when I'm not talking into, like, it's just always there.
Yeah.
And I've actually never been the person who hates how they sound. Do you guys hate how you sound?
Sometimes.
It's gonna be a really hard time listening to this.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Do you feel like you sound different?
I feel like I sound so different and like nasally.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Like what's her face from Friends?
Like Janice?
Yeah. Yeah, that's
No.
how I picture my
You don't
voice
sound
sounding.
anything like
wait till you guys
Which is
hear the
funny
laugh.
because if you feel that way, Tanya wears what Janice wears. Like
Yeah.
she wears the leopard print.
I love it.
Yeah, everything.
I'm so happy it's
You're
back in.
actually you're not wearing any
Yeah,
right
that's
now.
pretty surprising.
No, but your
My shoes, though.
Yeah,
They
your
are-
shoes
well-
did.
Always
Oh,
gotta
they are,
sprinkle
huh?
some
Yeah.
minimal print in.
Yeah,
What is it? Snakeskin?
Yeah.
rabbit or something.
Oh,
That fancy stuff.
Yeah, wouldn't rabbit be really like on those moccasins?
Be
Wouldn't
really
that feel
soft?
really soft?
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
yeah. PETA's
I
not
don't
gonna
even-
like this.
What would be the softest fur you could have?
Lamb, maybe. Bat. Like, what would it be?
Like,
It would have
what
to
is
be.
Uggs? What are Uggs like made? Like
Sheep, maybe.
Sheep.
Yeah.
That's pretty soft.
You know
When
what?
get brand new, they're pretty soft.
This is probably the worst part about doing the podcast that I'm nervous about anyways, is my laugh. Because
Yeah.
half of the time I laugh a type of way and I'm like, oh my gosh, why did I laugh like that?
Yeah, it's so funny too because you know when somebody is really laughing when it's the most fucking disgusting laugh out there. Like when we were watching Good Boys, I heard Tanya laugh and it was just like the purest. Like she definitely thought it was funny.
Oh my god.
It was like ah.
Dude,
Yeah,
that movie was so funny though.
Yeah, that movie was hilarious. Well, okay, without spoilers because you guys went and saw Ready or Not.
Yes.
In terms of like,
I've been waiting for you to ask me.
Yeah.
like what did you? Was it good? Like overall, was it a good movie?
Go ahead. You can answer first.
I liked it overall.
Yeah.
I liked it.
So try and compare it to something.
Oh, I don't really know.
Yeah, that's hard.
I don't really know what like.
Well, it's
'Cause
it's like a comedy horror, right? It's like a gore comedy horror.
I would say that it is. Now, this isn't a bad thing. Now, I would say it tries to be a comedy,
Yeah.
but some of, the comedy doesn't hit. But, like, also, it's funny just, like, how weird the dialogue is. But it's not a bad
really?
thing. Yeah, it's not a bad thing. It's just...
What makes it weird or feel?
I feel like
Everything.
they say stuff that, like, doesn't make, like, you wouldn't really do, I guess, or wouldn't really say.
Oh, like if you were in the situation, it was
Yeah.
like that's. I always have a problem like that when I write stuff. My dialogue's always shit
Yeah.
because then I read it back and I'm like, ugh,
But, like,
that sounds so corny.
overall, the movie
I could see that.
was dude, it was dope. You would like the ending.
I heard from the like even the trailer says like the ending is the greatest ending you'll ever see.
Well,
Yeah, it
Greatest.
really is.
If there's a
It
way you can end the
It's
movie.
definitely, for one, it's very unexpected.
Yeah.
Well,
And
that's
two,
fine.
I don't think I know any movie that actually ends
I
like
don't-
that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I have to see it.
Oh, I
that's
forgot
cool.
you were there.
Also,
I slept through
fell
it, but I was
asleep.
still there.
Well, what movie? What other? Oh,
I saw
scary
the ending,
stories
that's it.
to tell in the dark. You fell asleep in that.
Yeah.
One.
I
Was
just
that-
don't.
Was it like the same like were you just tired? and
No,
fell
I was
asleep?
just
just
I was
tired.
I don't feel like I know any other movie that actually compares.
Yeah, but like it
Right.
can fit a genre, right? Like even if what happened in the movie doesn't happen in other things, like what's the tone of the movie? Like is it like tongue in cheek funny? Is it like
No.
I would say it's more like
The humor's like kind of dark.
okay? So
Yeah.
for example, like Cabin in the Woods, nobody realized that movie was actually like a funny movie.
I'd say that's a good comparison, honestly.
I never saw it.
Oh my god, what?
I've
That's like one of my
I know.
favorite movies
I've
of all
never
time.
seen
Dude, me
it.
too, bro.
Yeah.
I've never seen
Cabin
it.
in-
Really?
have you seen it?
I don't think so.
What the fuck?
Dude.
Really? You
guys
really
doing
haven't
with
seen
your
it?
life?
I might have, but I
It's-
probably just forgot.
It has
fell
Chris.
asleep.
It has Chris Hemsworth in it, who plays Thor,
Mm-hmm.
and the story is like basically they get put into this like horror story that then starts to unfold, and they have to like win,
Yeah.
but they
I
don't know
watched
what's
it.
happening.
It makes sense for every scary movie that has ever been
Yeah,
out,
it's like
though.
it talks about all of the cliches of horror movies. Like there's always like the virgin, there's always the nerd, there's
Yeah.
always the smoker, the jock, the slut, all those things,
Yeah.
and like how it and then how it plays its part, and it makes sense not only, but that's like American horror movies, right? Like that's Friday the 13th,
Yeah.
Nightmare on Elm Street, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But then they even go into slightly like Japanese horror and like how it's
Dude,
different.
just seeing
Interesting.
all the stuff they did and like
It's so good.
Yeah,
But everyone
it's-
thought that it was like a really serious movie when it came out, but it's supposed to be like
did you hear
Hilarious.
what they did to like for all the actors and stuff?
no.
Like so they gave like all the actors that were gonna be in the movie different scripts.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so like they would like, do the script or whatever, and then they would go and film, but they're like, "Oh, we're actually going to give you another script, and this is what we're filming." And it's
Interesting.
just like,
It'd be hard.
wow.
That'd be challenging as an actor
I
to like
would
not know
I
your
would be
lines.
so mad. I'd be like,
mean-
I studied this,
It was still a
and
good
it's
movie,
not
so
even
yeah,
what
it
I'm
was so
doing.
hard.
Yeah. Yeah, I suck at reading out loud, so it's like I'd be
Oh,
like,
yeah. Why do you think that is?
I think I get really nervous.
Oh,
Yeah.
And so then I'm like, big words come along, and I'm like trying to compute them in my mind, and it's
Didn't
just-
you like memorize a full paragraph from Bible study, and then we were like, "No, Kirsten, that's the wrong one." And you're like, "Fuck, I don't
Yes.
want to read."
I was reading the
Wait,
wrong
was that
thing,
the
and I'm
one-
like, nope, I'm not reading anymore.
Was
Not
that the one
happening.
you asked me
Wait.
to-
No,
oh.
no.
So you knew you were gonna have to read a certain spot.
Yeah,
So you
so
studied and read the wrong spot.
Yes.
Yes, reading it. I was like, "Why is she being so quiet. She's
Oh
just
my
been
God.
staring at the Bible.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. But
That's so. Did you do that in class? Like when
Like,
you were like,
everyone-
okay, that person's gonna read that person.
Oh,
It's my
yep.
turn, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna start reading it now.
yeah, but then
So
I
if,
couldn't
like,
pay attention to what anyone else was reading.
saying, yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it was just or like
Is that conscience?
when we did like the popcorn, like popcorn
Yeah.
reading.
Oh my god.
Fuck
Hated
that.
Yeah, if your friend ever picked you, they're a dick.
Oh,
You
100%.
have to pick like the guy who's in like the you don't know his name.
Mhm.
Him.
Yeah.
I always just pick the teacher.
Dude,
Yeah,
for real,
You're
that's
nice.
the
Never thought
biggest
of that.
out. Just like, yo, you read it. Like, I do not want to read this. I suck. Like,
I feel like
just take it.
everyone could feel that I didn't want to do it, so they always picked
Did
me.
anybody?
Everyone.
Yeah. That's why I always think that like
Maybe there's that
school-
one kid.
Yeah, yeah, but I don't know. Like school kind of ruins reading for people a lot
Mhm.
because they force them into reading certain things.
Yeah.
I remember in middle school,
feel
I had
like
a
that.
reading class. Like, I had to pick a book, read it, take a test on it, get another book. And I was just like,
But at least you
damn.
got to pick the book, right? Is it like
Yeah.
from a list?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it wasn't from a list. It was just any book. But I just
Yeah.
hate reading.
But at least you get to pick though, because
Yeah, true.
when you have to do books that you don't really care about, like I remember a lot of people didn't care about like Of Mice and Men.
Mhm.
Everyone had to read it. I like that book, but a lot of people didn't like it because they had to read it. And they just cliff
Yeah.
note shit.
Yeah. I used to really like reading. Well, first I hated it.
Yeah,
And then I got into it.
well, that's because you're
and-
dyslexic.
Yeah, that is true too.
Yeah, that would
Um,
make it very hard.
Yeah.
Especially reading out loud makes
Yeah.
it really hard.
For you, for your dyslexia, is it like the typical or stereotypical like threes or E's or like that kind of thing?
No.
Like where things are backwards, or what is like? How does it affect you?
I like the words just kind of jumble up, I guess.
Mm.
It doesn't even
Mm.
like the letters will literally be in different spots. Like when I'm trying
That
to
is
read it
so
fast
crazy,
and everything.
yeah.
But if I like actually like look at it, I'll be like, oh, it doesn't really affect me. But I mean, even like at work, like stuff like that affects me too, like with numbers and stuff.
Spreadsheets and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I also feel like I have done a really good job at like concentrating on my work, so I've kind of overcome it a little bit.
Because you can't. Can you really do anything for dyslexia? It's kind of like you're fucked. You have
No,
it.
I think because I also have ADD or ADHD, whatever. I think they've rolled out ADD officially.
Like, that
It's
doesn't
just
make
ADHD.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think like taking Adderall helps
With your dyslexia.
with dyslexia because it
Yeah.
makes you more concentrated.
Yeah.
Mm.
But you would never be like, oh, this person's dyslexic. Let's give them Adderall.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
But
Tanya, do you like to read?
I don't mind it.
What was
I
the
just
last book you read?
have
Do
a
you remember?
child called It. And then that shark book I got from you.
Oh yeah, you did read that shark
I
book.
really have to be interested in what I'm reading.
Why were you interested in the shark one? I've never really heard you talk about sharks before.
I don't know. I think I've always
been
they scare me.
interested.
Sharks scare you? Yeah,
Yeah.
sharks are
gotta
scary.
know what to do
Yeah,
when they
I think
attack.
I think I showed all you guys that video of the great white bumping
Yeah,
that
that was scary.
scuba diver.
Oh,
Did I show
dude,
you?
Yes, that was scary.
Yeah,
you
I'm
show
pretty
me?
sure.
I saw. I don't know if he
You,
showed you.
yeah, you probably showed me.
Yeah, it was like murky water, and the
Yeah.
guy's like
He's
filming
under.
him, and he like turns around, and all of a sudden the shark like hits him in the
Yeah.
back of the head. You don't
Yeah.
even see it
Dude.
coming; it's just there,
Like if there,
and it's like 12 feet, 13
Yeah.
feet long.
that is just like
That's
it hits him in the
terrifying.
back of the head, bro.
Yeah,
Like-
and the way that sharks are angled is like their nose is here, but their
Yeah.
jaw is down here. So when it
Mhm.
hit him, the shark's mouth did
Oh
open.
my gosh.
Like he would have been.
Yeah, it
Dunzo.
looked like it was open.
Oh yeah, he would his
Like-
head would have just been bitten off.
Like gone. Like no, you couldn't do nothing. You
Yeah.
just- yep.
That'd be
Scary.
terrifying.
Yeah,
it's on
I don't,
video.
I don't
I've
like
always wanted
sharks.
to like scuba dive, but I can't imagine people who scuba dive like they're in South Africa, I think, and like South Africa is like where sharks live,
Nope.
because of the seals.
Yeah,
and stuff.
that sounds
I do not mess with sharks
terrifying.
at all.
Have you? Do you guys like? Would you guys ever scuba dive?
No.
I feel like I would do it in
Ah.
Hawaii. That's
It
about
would really depend on where we're at.
Yeah, and the people
Yeah.
I'm with.
Yeah.
Maybe if
Really?
I have like a knife, like a combat knife. On
What
me.
about? What about? Well, yeah, I think they like make you take some stuff,
They
like
better give me
diver
some,
stuff.
bro.
Yeah, but like, what about like a Shark Tank? Like those cages.
Hell no.
Oh, going in with the sharks?
In a cage. You're in a cage.
Oh,
No.
bro, no.
No.
I seen they got 47 meters down.
Yeah,
I know, it's just
yeah,
not
that's
close
what I was
enough, I'll
thinking.
get.
There's a new one.
I know, I
The
saw
new
that
47 meters down.
on
the sequel.
Showtime or Showtimes when I was looking for Showtimes.
Yeah,
like
for AMC.
online. Yeah.
That one, I think, like the one. No, aren't they in a cave or something? Or it's like
Yeah,
free?
but it's like a 47 meters down sequel, but they're
Yeah.
not. It's not like
It's-
a replay
yeah.
of them being in a tank and then going down.
That one
but
is
they're
even
in like
scarier because they're like in a like cavern.
yeah.
and
You
it's-
guys should listen to Donald's Cowboy Cerrone. He was a I don't know if he's still in the UFC, but he used to be, and he tells this story on the Joe Rogan podcast about him and this dude they were diving, they were mapping a cave or something. And so he goes into the whole thing and how he like almost gets trapped in there. And he just talks. It's one of the most intense stories like I've ever listened to, because the guy who he was with did something wrong that like every expert scuba diver or at the level that they were at knew not to do. And then he started like freaking out, so it started to kick up all the like sediment and minerals. So he couldn't see shit.
Oh my goodness.
So he's just blind.
Yeah, that's awful.
That's like
I would have
one of my
panic
biggest
attack
fears,
and die.
honestly.
Yeah,
Just
and you're in a
being trapped.
cave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they have like they do the thing that when you're like climbing up a mountain, you know how they put like the stakes in and they like tie off so that like if you were to fall you'll get caught or whatever. But they do that, and that's how they map it, and it's with different colored rope. So they know like, okay, the yellow one means this, the blue one means that, because it's whatever the diver language that they have. And the dude like fucked up, and he's like, I'll never scuba dive with him again. Like it's not like it's nothing like personal. Like I don't not like you, but like you almost got both of us killed, and I can't scuba dive with you anymore.
No.
I would scuba dive though. I'm just not gonna go in a fucking cave.
No caves for me.
But like,
Yeah,
what do you
I
guys
don't
think
know.
would be
Underwater.
worse? Snorkeling? Like snorkeling seems like
I don't think I'd even do that.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Even if we go to Hawaii, you're not gonna do that.
No, I don't know.
you wouldn't.
gotta do
I
Snorkel?
think didn't we do
Maybe if I
snorkeling
was
in
with you,
Hawaii?
you'd convince me.
Yeah, I'd convince you.
When we
snorkeled
went,
in
we
Hawaii
did,
on a
right?
catamaran. Yeah.
Yeah, I was so little.
When I was
but-
in well, and you're a really good swimmer, or you used to be.
yeah, I think I'm still pretty good.
Yeah,
Blake's
Blake's a
better.
good swimmer too. Yeah.
But I mean, he was in
practice.
the
Are you a
Navy.
swimmer?
I mean, come on.
I don't know what makes you a good swimmer. I doggy paddle.
Yeah. You stay afloat.
Yeah.
everywhere.
I make it work.
Yeah.
Well, why would you say that snorkeling is worse?
Well, like, I don't know. I always felt like having the thing in my mouth, and like sometimes you like feel like you can't breathe, but with this, like you have something that's over your whole mouth,
Yeah.
and like if something were to happen, like you have all this gear that you're gonna help like
That's fair.
keep you alive.
I guess, see, I would do it if I knew, there were, like, absolutely no sharks
Yeah.
around.
I think they
That's
go
the
to
part that
places that are
scares
like
me.
really
Yeah,
safe.
and I think they have lookouts too, like when you're doing it, like on the boat or something.
Yeah, I mean, I've snorkeled. I mean, I snorkeled in Hawaii multiple times. I did Antigua.
Mm-hmm.
I rode a jet ski out into the middle of the ocean.
Diana and I did that.
And then snorkeled
And then it broke
there.
down.
Oh,
So
No,
we were
yeah.
stuck out there, yeah.
No,
Oh
that
my
didn't happen to
gosh.
us.
It was scary.
But yeah, we followed this boat, and then once we got there, it was like a little like a small mountain or whatever, and then you could like snorkel. And
Yeah.
people were scuba diving and shit.
Well,
It's so much fun. I think once you're like doing it,
Yeah.
as long as you didn't like just watch
yeah.
Right.
Jaws,
Yeah.
or you didn't just watch some shit, like
You're
it
just, like,
doesn't.
in
You
the
don't really
moment.
think about it
Yeah.
until
So
you
cool.
do, and you're in the water, and you're like,
yeah,
oh
seriously.
shit. Well, yeah, I don't know. I think a lot of times, though, like even if you're in the water, sharks just aren't gonna like come and bite your ass.
Probably.
Sometimes they do, but not often.
Well, it's funny because, like, when we went to Hawaii, I think I was, like, 5 or 6, and I learned how to swim when I was 4.
Yeah.
And I swam by myself out in the ocean so
Oh
far.
my god.
Mom was so scared. And, like, she had to come out and get me because
You
she,
just had no thought.
like, I just kept going.
You just like,
Yeah.
There was no point where I was like, I'm going too far. No.
Yeah.
and they
That's
got
true.
the undertow too, so that could have brought you out.
Wow.
But I was a
That's
really
really
good
weird to
swimmer
think
also.
about, yeah.
I was.
Undertows are so weird. Like honestly, they're like the weirdest things.
Yeah.
Like
we.
you can just be swimming, and all
Yeah.
of a sudden you look back, and you're like, "How did I get this far?"
Yeah.
It just
Yeah.
brings you all the way out.
Yeah, Mom had to get on a like
Boogie
a
board.
paddle,
Yeah. Boogie
Wow.
board.
and come out there because I was so
That was
far
such
out.
a fun trip. We stayed in like this multi-million-dollar like mansion
Yeah.
What?
in Hawaii. Yeah, like our aunt knew somebody
Someone.
who owned it or whatever.
That's sick.
I'm so jealous.
That was
I've
beach.
never
Like we had our
been.
own beach.
Mhm. And we had a
was
big old
small,
pool in the
but, like,
Do you
backyard.
still
huge
know
pool.
this guy? Can we go
No,
there?
no,
I mean,
No.
I don't know. Yeah, no. But we were on Kauai, and then I went with Ray to Maui, and that was a lot of fun. We saw when we went doing kind of the similar thing, like getting on a catamaran and then going out and snorkeling. When we came back, there were wild dolphins that
Wow.
decided to do backflips and shit for us.
Dang, that's sweet.
Yeah, it
I
was really cool.
hate
Pretty
Ray
dope.
for taking you on all those nice trips.
So he took me on one.
Well, you went to a bunch of different places.
No, that was with Doug when we went on the cruise.
Oh.
Yeah,
It wasn't,
Dang.
you didn't go on the cruise with Ray?
no, with Doug,
better
and
take
that was
that back.
because we took Doug to
Well, I just hate
Disney
all your
World.
friends.
because we went to Disney World with Doug.
That's true.
we took him.
That is true.
So they took me.
So
Yeah.
you hate Doug.
No, I hate
No.
both of them.
Oh.
'Cause you didn't
Sorry,
get to go.
guys.
You didn't get to go.
Yeah.
You went on that fun trip
just
to
kidding.
Europe, though.
That I paid
Yeah.
for myself.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but like mom and dad paid for me to go to, Hawaii.
Yeah. Mom and dad don't pay
I know,
for
but
me to go
but that's
do
not
those
Ray's
things.
fault. That's not Ray's fault.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
No, I think it's great that you went to that you were
No.
able to do that. I
That's-
guess.
So
I think
Bullshit.
it's really
disingenuous.
great.
Oh, I think it's so great.
And I also just your friends are great too, I guess. No, I'm just
They're
kidding.
pretty cool.
I
They're
do
pretty cool.
love most of your friends.
Yeah, it's hard to not like them.
Yeah,
She said most.
most of them. Yeah, there's always gonna be one or two. There's probably not.
Yeah,
Now
well,
they're
I mean,
all.
There's always,
all
like,
of them that
one.
are listening to it are like, oh fuck, is it
I
me?
know, right?
And Ray's
Who
like,
is
damn,
it?
it's me.
no. I guess I can't really think of one of your friends that I'm like, oh man, fuck that person.
Yeah.
Yeah, not people that like I still talk to.
Yeah, definitely. Some people we grew up with.
Yeah,
Wait, I
there's
wanna know
definitely
about
some
these
people that I
people.
don't talk
my
to anymore.
gosh.
Well, it's like
Okay.
anybody who goes to high school, like you
Yeah, for sure.
eventually like you just don't get along with them, or
Yeah.
they do one thing, you do another, and there's so many people in high school where it's like if I don't see them again, I'm cool,
Oh my gosh.
you know. But I have a
So
lot of
many.
friends, like most of my friends I made. That was the thing though, is that like the friends that I still have weren't high school friends; they were friends that I had in like elementary school,
Yeah.
and middle school. Like almost every person who's been a guest on the podcast, like I've known since I was 5 or
Yeah.
4.
Definitely.
That's dope though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I met Doug in like 5th grade, Jesse I met in 4th, Ray I met in 5th. I've
Mhm.
known Colin since kindergarten. Like
Yeah.
all of them I've known for a really long time. Jordan was going to be on. We've known the Dardises for
for a
freaking
long time.
forever.
He
Yeah.
wasn't able to come on, or
Well, it was because it was in the middle of like not knowing how I was going to continue,
Oh,
and
yeah,
so
okay.
I went and just got dinner with him.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
He's a
Yeah.
funny guy though.
Oh, he's hilarious. He does some stupid shit on Snapchat.
Did you see his Instagram story?
No, what'd he do?
It was just
He does the dumbest shit. Like he'll send me stuff like
him feeding his wife a burger and chewing really loud,
Oh,
talking
my
to the
gosh.
camera.
Sounds
The
like
last
something
thing I
Blake would
expected
do.
to see.
Just get like them in a picture of them while they're eating, just like full on.
No, he'll send me like videos like, oh my god, guys, great news. My wife's boyfriend says I can take the scooter out to play tonight. If you guys want to come hang out, and you're like, dude, what the fuck are you talking about?
Dude,
He'll
what?
do
That's
stuff
dope.
like that. Yeah,
Oh my
he's
gosh.
really funny.
That sounds
But it's
funny.
really random humor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you're like, where,
That's the
like,
best though.
what, like, where's the context of this? Like, because you don't know if he had this weird tangent conversation with someone, and now he's just putting it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
inserting it into Snapchat. But he says some funny shit
Oh
though.
my gosh.
Yeah.
No, that is so funny.
I
Need to
love
meet him.
having. Oh, sorry.
You
Oh, I
haven't
just said
met
I s-
Jordan?
Mm-mm.
Every time, like, you say that about some of my friends, like, what?
Yeah,
How
like
have you
Ray,
not met him?
just
Yeah, I
met
didn't
him a
know.
couple weeks ago.
Yeah, like she met him
Oh
when we
my
went bowling.
gosh.
That was the first time.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Are you talking about Colin or
No,
No,
Ray,
Ray.
my friend
Ray?
Ray.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah. When
That
I was.
fun.
I think I met everyone
Bowling.
else though.
You met a lot of them. I'm
Yeah.
Sure. Eno. I don't know if you met Eno.
No, I think I met David and Eno on the same night. We went
Mm.
to go see a movie with them.
What movie
Wow.
did you see?
I
Thanks
don't
for the
remember.
invite.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's when you
guys
hated
just
me,
see,
Kirsten.
movies with different people now.
We don't
This is
talk
the
about
movie
those
group.
times.
Yeah, we do see a lot of movies together.
Yeah, we
What
really do.
did
We've
we
seen
go see?
basically
I don't
every
know.
single movie
Every
I
single
think
movie
Mom
ever.
met us there
yeah,
too.
together.
Mom did?
Yeah.
Was it like an Avengers movie or some shit?
I think it might have been.
Yeah, I could. No.
Who knows? It was like when we first started dating. Maybe a couple
I don't know.
months in.
2014 is a long time ago. Or whatever year it was. What year was it?
2014.
2017.
It's 2019
What
right
are you
now.
talking
Oh no, I just said
What
I just said a
year are
date.
we in?
Whatever it was.
It's like you can't be serious.
Wait,
I just picked a date.
I have a really. You're gonna have an opinion on this. How do you feel about Tom Holland and the Spider-Man?
No longer
stuff?
on Spider-Man.
Yes.
I'm
is-
sad, man.
This is huge. Like, what?
These guys are eating like 12 feet away from the fucking bike so they
I
can't
got
be hurt.
thirsty.
No, I think so. This is the sad part. Is that it's greed on both sides, mostly on Disney's side. So there is that. Because the original deal, I believe, was 5 movies with Spider-Man and Tom Holland in the MCU, where basically Disney would make the movie, like they would write it, film it, do all that kind of stuff. Sony would pay for it and then distribute it and get all the money from the box office, but Disney would get all the merchandising stuff. And so obviously with Civil War, Infinity War, Endgame, and then Homecoming, Far From Home, that ended their deal.
Oh, those Avengers ones counted as?
Yeah, as part of the five
Oh.
movie
No,
deal.
I thought he was still locked in for one more movie.
No, so I mean he is with Sony with his contract,
Dang.
so they'll still do the Spider-Man 3, whatever that was, but like it won't be written and produced by
Dude.
Marvel Studios, and so they can't mention. Like they'll go with the same storyline in terms of like what they were gonna do with the end of Far From Home, but they can't mention like Tony. They can't mention Steve Rogers. So it's like
God.
it's a huge fucking clusterfuck
Dude,
Yeah.
for real.
of really stupid shit. So then Disney came back and said, "Hey, we're not going to continue to make movies for you if we don't get paid. So we'll split 50-50 co-financing. We'll pay for 50% of it. You pay for 50%, but we get 50% of the box office draws." And Sony was like, "No." And that was,
Dude.
I guess, the original deal that they had talked about. And that, again, like Sony didn't even like humor them. They were like, "We're not doing that." And I think 50-50 is because I don't know if you guys know anything about Sony, but Spider-Man is like all they fucking have. The only other movie that does really well was Jumanji, the remake
Oh.
just now.
I didn't even know that Sony was.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
without Spider-Man, like they literally have nothing because Venom, which did really well, which was a terrible movie.
I
but-
thought it was all right.
Yeah,
I
it was
like
so
Venom.
bad.
Yeah.
I
kinda
think
liked
like
it.
If you rewatch it, it's
I don't want to rewatch it
Okay.
because I know
Yeah.
what you mean. Like,
Yeah.
there's
it's
gonna
pretty
be
fun.
parts
I
you
watched
catch.
it twice, and the first time I felt that way. I was like, "Oh, it's not that bad. It's kind of funny," and like it was okay. And then I watched it a second time, and I was like, "Oh fuck, this movie fucking sucks."
Oh fuck.
I'm just so easily entertained.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's fair, but I'm under the belief that entertainment and good are two different things.
Yeah,
I can
yeah,
be
that's
entertained
fair.
by a movie, but
Not
knowing
Fast
that
and
it's like
Furious.
ass. No, I can be entertained by Fast and
Oh,
Furious,
for real?
but part of it is like I can't dispense my like the norm
Yeah,
of where
I
it's
feel you.
supposed to be set, where you're gonna kickflip a fucking
They
car and launch
are
bullets.
literally outside of the box, like outside of that box.
There was
They're outside.
he didn't
of
in the
the box.
newest Hobbs and Shaw didn't he like throw
Yes.
a hook
Oh.
on a helicopter and hold the car with the helicopter
Yeah,
and all
me
this
and
shit and he's
Kirsten
like
saw
riding
that.
it
Yeah. Yeah.
like it's just so ridiculous, like they're literally superheroes, they just are.
Yeah.
no, for real.
Yeah.
They had, the main villain had superpowers.
Yeah,
Like-
that's what he said. Doesn't he say he's like the Black Superman?
But dude,
So-
it's so
But
funny.
that's because of like something being.
Well, he was basically like a robot. So he was like,
Yes, he's like an android.
yeah, but like
Okay.
it's so funny because he had all these superpowers, but his only weakness was 2 people fighting him at the same time.
Yeah, that's
Like if
true.
2 people fought him, he's like,
It just shuts down. He's like, oh, this is too much. I have all this, everything. I can jump up walls, do all this. I'm so strong, but I can't fight
Well,
2
like
people
one
at
of his
once.
his like powers, I guess, was like predicting when.
movement.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 So then when The Rock would like be trying to punch him in front of him, then the other guy would be like hitting him from the back, and he couldn't predict the guy
He
from the
couldn't do
back.
this.
Yeah, no, like,
No,
exactly.
no, exactly. Yeah.
But
Or
it's just-
duck.
Yeah, it's such a funny scene.
Guess not.
Anything.
Yeah.
It's such a funny scene because like as they're doing that, like once like Jason Statham will punch and then he'll take a hit just so The Rock can get a hit, and then The Rock will throw a punch, and then Jason Statham will,
Yeah, it'll just be.
it's just
like-
back and forth.
It's like watching like Mortal Kombat.
yeah, just like it was.
Yeah,
just
so
weird.
like that stuff, I'm just not into.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, to go back to Spider-Man, it really sucks because then everything now that gets made
Mm-hmm.
in the MCU, they can't like touch on it. So at what point would you be like? At what point would the characters be like, where the fuck is Peter?
Yeah.
Because in terms of where we're at and like the ones who've retired or like changed, so like Spider-Man would be one of the most veteran superheroes that's in the game, and he's young. So Tom Holland's young, and in the show, he hasn't even graduated high school.
Yeah.
And so you get to a point where you're like, oh, okay, he would have been kind of the new leader, or
no,
up
for
there
sure.
and had like a huge role.
For sure.
And now he's not there, and you can't talk about him. And so
sad.
I guess they were trying to pitch, and they just had D23, which is like Disney's expo, and they just announced a bunch of stuff, like a shitload of
You
stuff
seen the
on their streaming
Mandalorian trailer?
Mandalorian, which I don't really care about Star Wars, but I'll watch it. Like I'll try it.
Why are you looking at me?
Yeah, I'm just not into it.
Yeah.
But they announced Miss Marvel, they announced She-Hulk, they announced Moon Knight. They announced like a bunch of stuff, and it's $70 for the year for the Disney streaming service.
Yeah, no, that's pretty good.
You get
not bad.
all Marvel stuff, all Star Wars stuff, and all the classic shit, and Pixar. Oh, and like the Discovery Channel or some shit like that, because they own that too. And they just announced too with like Hulu. There's a Hulu tie-in with like the package, so you get like Hulu, the Disney streaming service, and like ESPN for really cheap too, like $12 a month.
Wow.
Or some.
On top of the.
Wow.
the
I
seven-
think
well,
I'm not sure.
I guess it's yearly.
No, I
so
think
it
it's like the
doesn't-
whole thing.
Oh, okay.
Like they package something where you're like, damn.
Like you
Yeah.
can't refuse it. 'cause
For
it's-
especially,
you just
I mean,
couldn't
for
do
a
it.
year. Like
Yeah,
for
like you couldn't be
$70,
like, this isn't worth, because you'll easily be able to watch.
Yeah.
I mean,
for sure.
Marvel alone, just at the MCU, has 22 films. It's going to take you a while to get through those.
Yeah.
So,
Do you think there's just like anyone that just refuses to use streaming services? They're just like,
the
how do you pay-
cable.
They're just like,
I'm using cable and that's it.
like
Probably
I got
grandma.
everything I need with this.
I feel like if they are, they're the same people who are like, I will never use a Kindle in my life. Like,
and then you hand
why?
it to them,
Why
just
do
like,
they have to be
what have I been
country?
missing?
Why
That's
they
the
gotta
only
be some
accent I can
pigs?
do. So. It's the only one I can do, and probably not be called racist or something.
Mom trying to do an accent is like the
Yeah,
worst.
our family's so bad because when I lived in Amsterdam, Michael would try and copy
Oh no.
people's accents.
Oh.
And you're like, all of a sudden, you're like, dude, what the fuck? Like, why are you talking like that? You're not British. You're not Dutch.
Oh my
Would he
gosh.
just go around like talking to people like that?
But it would be like, you talk, like you would talk normally, and then as they continued the conversation, it would slowly assimilate to like something different. And you're like, why? Andy Carroll does the same thing.
Oh
Every
my gosh.
accent
Mom.
Didn't Mom
mom
do
tries
that
no
with
every
one
of- Oh my
accent mom
gosh.
tries to do is like Asian,
Okay.
or she like really tries to like dumb it down where it's like almost, or
She's
it's just
yelling
rude,
at them.
where it's like, I sit you down now, okay? You're like, I think they know.
Okay, but like, well, Mom did that to Tanya's family.
Did she?
I think it was your mom.
Oh my
You know,
Honestly.
didn't know how much like she understood, so it was like super
But she was like,
condescending.
"You trust?" And I'm like, "Mom, she's Ukrainian, or like, you know,
Yeah,
like,
like they fucking speak
We've
English.
been
Yeah.
living here
You
for
trust
almost 20 years.
me do a good job." And I'm
Oh my
like,
gosh.
Yeah,
"What
see?
the
But
hell?"
that's like, yeah, it's super weird.
That is
I don't know,
funny.
but yeah, I've just noticed that a lot of our family like tries to mimic how other people talk,
yeah,
yeah.
for sure.
and they'll admit it too. So, but it's really funny.
What is wrong with us?
I don't know. Yeah, it's a weird thing.
You guys just think people can't understand you or something.
I guess.
Yeah. How many movies have we seen together this year? We've seen a lot.
Oh
You
my
guys
gosh.
see
Are you
movies like
talking
every
about like
week.
all-
all
Time.
four of us?
Yeah.
Well, Blake
Or
and
just-
I.
We used
us
to
in a
go more
combination.
often when
We
you
went
worked
a
at
lot.
Sanitary.
Yeah, because we got to go for free.
Yeah,
so now it's
exactly.
like we go with them, but
Yeah.
we have to pay for one.
One ticket.
Just one ticket.
That's not that bad though.
Yeah.
Also, I'm usually the one who pays for it. So.
I know. I don't know why.
Hey,
I
I made
don't
up
know.
for that.
Oh my gosh.
That's true. She bought dinner the other night.
Oh, nice.
Thank
I
you
know.
for
I
that.
saw the total was like 65, and I was like, "Fuck, Mitchell's gonna kill me."
But then it's half off and it's all good. So that's nice.
Yeah. I mean,
But,
this wasn't at AMC, was it?
yeah.
It was.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
Is
And
it already or not?
So the reason why I bought tickets for that one and didn't just go in for free is because it was in a movie parlor.
Also
So
smaller.
it's so small.
Which one were you guys
It
in?
was so comfy
12.
though.
Did they fix any of the seats in there yet?
I don't know.
Which ones?
We sit in row
Any
B
of them?
every
Dude.
time.
Oh, and like the high back chairs.
Yeah.
I don't get how people in like that theater can sit in the far back wall in those seats.
Yeah,
Like
and the
the
couch
couch
seats.
ones?
You just get smushed towards the middle.
Well,
and-
that and they're like
yeah, they're
straight up.
Like you can't
Yeah.
lean, you can't do nothing.
You're like,
Well, in the
Our
high back
seats were
chairs, you can't
comfy.
really lean. They're straight up
there.
and down,
There's like
are
a
those the
cushion
ones we sat
though.
in?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The back is like a cushion, so it's
Yeah.
like at least
I
comfortable.
had a
And you're
great
not at
nap,
like
so.
a 90 degree like it's weird. Like the ones
Yeah.
at the very top, they put you at like a weird angle.
Well, and
I
they
literally
sink in,
feel like it's
Yeah.
a board behind my back.
Yeah. Well, every time we've gone in there, it seems like they're changing something. Like I know from talking with Daniel, like they just replaced like the whole LMS. So like how you ingest
yeah.
the movies and get the content, and now they're no longer getting hard drives. It's just all satellite.
Yeah, I did know that.
So
yeah.
they're doing some shit. So my guess is to keep relevant with like Evergreen and Century,
Yeah.
they're gonna start to replace some of
They
the
have
chairs.
to.
Mhm.
Well,
Yeah.
Century's got
Century's
the
super
chairs
nice.
on point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we
Oh my
went and
gosh.
saw. What was the last? We saw Hereditary. I know that for sure.
Oh, I love that movie.
I am blocking that experience.
Yeah.
Have you seen
Um,
Midsummer yet?
Oh my
No.
gosh.
Oh, dude.
No.
I heard it was
I wanna
stupid.
go- Really?
No. Did you like Hereditary?
Yeah, I liked it. I thought that there could have been some better
Well, I guess
stuff
there
with-
are a little bit different.
I thought that there could have been
A lot of different.
better, like, not necessarily foreshadowing, but like world building in
Mhm.
Hereditary to know kind of more what you were talking about
Yeah.
or what was going on. Because at one point you're just like, what the
It was
fuck?
just one of the
No.
creepiest
Okay.
movies
It's-
I've
But
ever
it's
seen.
fucked
It like
up.
I didn't-
traumatized me.
I didn't know what I was going into watching it, and like, dude, that just the whole highway scene. And
Oh,
what
yeah.
happened,
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
had me hooked. I
Well,
was locked
that's how
in.
I felt about A Quiet Place. After
Oh,
the
ooh,
first
for
3
sure.
minutes of the
Yeah.
movie, I was like, oh,
Mhm.
because Tanya and I saw that movie by ourselves in theater
Yeah.
5.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh my
I looked,
gosh.
It was great.
yeah, by
GX,
ourselves, dude.
bro.
in the
Oh
GXL,
my
so it's
gosh.
like this huge 70-foot screen and crazy surround sound. And when it
Yeah.
happened, I looked at Tanya and I was like, this movie's going to be fucking insane.
And it was.
And it was. I love that movie. It's one of my
Honestly, like
favorites.
the beginning of a movie is so important. Like I feel like, 'cause-
Especially in a horror movie because it really sets the tone.
for
Mhm.
sure.
And when you come out, like, and Hereditary doesn't do that. It's slow.
Yeah,
is
it
slow,
is.
But what's really cool about
that scene, though.
Hereditary is that how it was shot was like they were filming the like the playhouse that she was building.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Oh.
that was definitely cool.
'Cause
I
it
haven't
went
ever
from set
watched
to set.
it.
Oh, really?
I tried to get her
Yeah,
to watch it.
I don't
She's
think
just
it's
like,
a good
no.
movie for
No,
me to watch.
you'd have a panic attack.
Yeah.
No way. You
That's
watch a lot of horror
literally
stuff.
No,
everyone has told me
It
that.
was fucked up.
Also, most of the
Even
time, I
Kendall.
like close my eyes and plug my
Yeah.
ears.
What was the last like violent horror movie we saw together? Would you say? Besides Ready or Not, because that's
Midsummer.
I guess
I
Midsummer.
don't know. I wouldn't call that like a horror movie though.
Oh, it's
But you didn't
like
really
one.
like when the certain parts
Oh my
happened.
gosh.
You didn't really open your eyes. You were
I
just like,
hated that.
Is it like disturbing though?
yeah.
Because there's like
Yes.
some
No,
shit like
I don't
It's
What was the
graphic.
movie?
Like it's realistic.
Yeah.
And
yeah, I might not
graphic.
like it too much then.
Yeah.
Because
It-
like I passed out when I watched 13 Reasons Why,
oh yeah.
Yeah, at the very end.
which they cut that scene out now. You know that?
Oh for
Really?
They removed it.
Oh,
I haven't watched it.
wow! I
Yeah.
did not know.
We just
that.
found out there's a season 3. And we're
Yeah.
like, wait.
I know. I feel
Yeah,
like
I know a
this
lot of
was in
people
the middle
hate
of
that
it.
show, but I think because it did the exact opposite for me than what people always they're like it glorifies this. I'm like, no, it made me feel like shit the
It
entire
for
time.
sure.
made me feel like shit too. I felt
Mhm.
kind of depressed watching season
yeah,
one.
because so
I didn't feel like that
this
during
is
season
why
2.
this is why I
but-
like it artistically, is because of some of the subtle things that they did. So within the first episode, they have Clay, right? That's
Mhm.
the
Mhm.
main guy.
Yeah.
He like crashes his bike and he gets a cut on his forehead. So then going forward, any scene that you see where he doesn't have a cut is
Mhm.
past.
Yeah.
And in all of the past scenes, the shader that they use is light.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
Oh,
much
okay.
lighter when after Hannah dies and it's in the present, it's all gray toned and it's really
Dang.
dark. So if you
Interesting.
rewatch it, you're like, ugh, like you can tell.
Yeah.
But like every time I'm watching the episode And people would try and be like, oh, it glorifies this, it glorifies that. And like, at no point did I watch that and go, wow, that seems fun.
Yeah.
No.
I was like,
No.
their lives fucking suck.
Yeah.
Like, all of their lives suck ass. There's not one person in that show whose life is great.
No. That show, I mean, I get what you mean, dude. It's like definitely made me feel like a piece of shit. Not because like I would be a part like any of that stuff. It's just like it makes you think. You're just like,
well,
damn.
even some stuff that you did, like every person takes things differently. So, for example, when they in the show, which I know for a fact this happened at Aloha, the like hot or not list, or like what they like about people.
Yeah.
Like I know that people made shit like that. So, for instance, Hannah was put on in like for like a nice butt or whatever. She felt offended, but there was another girl who was put on for like the nicest lips, and she wasn't offended. She liked it.
Yeah.
So like, you walk such like this narrow path that it really is better just to not do any of it, so that you can avoid any person's feelings being hurt,
Right.
or whatnot. But it's like you just don't know, because one person's like, yeah,
let's go.
like keep talking about how pretty I am.
Yeah.
And the other one's like, quit talking about how pretty I am. I'm not just this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. But yeah, I didn't finish season 2 because someone told me that one of the guys
Your
gets
mom.
like raped by a fucking broom handle
Yeah,
or
your
some
mom.
shit. And I was like,
Your mom told you and you were pissed.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, one, I was pissed because it's like, why would you fucking spoil it?
Yeah. Oh my.
Like, spoil the show for me.
Yeah.
And then 2 is like, I was mad because I was like, why?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and maybe I would understand more if I watched the show of like why it happened. Like, I probably would obviously understand like why it happened or what the context is.
Yeah.
But some things just don't need to be pushed. I don't need to see certain things. Like, I
Yeah,
can
that's
infer,
how I feel too.
Like for example, with Hannah dying, if you watch the scene where, like, let's say the mom's on the outside and then the water starts to come through the door and there's like a red tint to it, then you know, like, oh, some shit happened. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't need to see it. What was that movie? The girl with the dragon tattoo. I saw that movie with Mom.
Yeah, I didn't watch that one either.
I haven't watched
I
that
think
one.
it was the American version one where one of them gets like brutally raped.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Well, and
No,
something
it's-
happens to like a kitten, and I'm like, I just can't do it.
It's
This
bad.
scene was way worse though. This girl gets like messed up.
I think I
Yeah.
remember what you're
And
talking
then
about.
she pays him back, and you're kind of like, yeah, but the whole scene's really hard to watch because she's like taking this like gold dildo that's like this size and literally like football kicking it into his asshole.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my
It's-
gosh,
it's-
yeah.
dude,
Like,
it's
that's a
intense.
movie that's
It's
being
an-
made. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
why?
Yeah. It's like Human Centipede.
Yes,
I'm
and why?
like,
That
why?
movie is just stupid. Like,
No,
that,
it's so
someone was, like,
disturbing.
just like, hey, what would happen if we made a human centipede?
And then like 2 others after that.
I
Yeah.
watched that movie
What?
when I was like
I
11
never
or
watched
12.
it.
Nope,
Yeah.
I never
So
watched it.
messed
But you know, like, those are the kind of movies, because I really do like horror movies. So,
Yeah.
for example, like It. Like, I like
So
It.
good.
Or Cabin
Yeah.
in the Woods. Or, you know, certain things like that. I think that you can write and do really cool things with horror. But, like, stuff like that shit is, like, I don't need to see
yeah,
that.
I have a really
That's how I
hard
feel
time
about
with
Saw.
those.
Like, I don't need
yeah.
to see people, like, put their hands in a meat grinder
Yeah.
to,
Oh
like,
my
give themselves,
gosh.
to give blood or give meat so that they can survive. Like, I don't need to see that.
For me, it's
Yeah, I
more
don't
like
think you would like
paranormal
Midsommar.
And Saw.
and supernatural things. I don't mess with that stuff.
Supernatural stuff?
Yeah.
We watch a lot of that stuff, though.
Yeah, I
like,
don't like it.
yeah.
There are just things in Midsummer that I feel like, one, they showed things over and over again and at random
it's
times.
the director, though.
I know, but like I didn't need to see that
Oh.
again.
Yeah.
Are you talking?
And-
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
and not only did it show it like
seen
one other time
No.
or 2 other
She told
times,
me about it though.
it showed it like 5 other times,
Mm.
and it would be like randomly it would like flash back to
Well,
that,
it's-
and I'm like, oh no, not again! Like close my eyes.
It's basically, it's not giving away anything. It's basically just like these 2 people, these 2 old people, they were reached the age, you know, that
Yeah.
in their culture, like they die. They
That's
choose
what
to
like
die.
you kill
Yeah.
yourself basically.
So they jump off this cliff, and like the first one's an old woman. She jumps off and like she smashes her head
See,
and just like.
I can't do
and
that.
it
everywhere.
shows it like
But-
up
yeah.
close.
But the scene she's
yeah.
talking about that shows over and over again is when the old man jumps off and he doesn't die. They have to
Oh,
go
no.
club him.
They
in the
go in a
face.
line
My
and they all hit him in the
God.
face,
Yeah.
and it's like obviously after the first time he's dead.
But they
after
just
the
kept
first
showing
time,
his
but then,
face after.
Like they
after he
just
got
keep
clubbed.
showing the
Yeah.
next person hit him in the face, next person hit him in the
See, I
face.
thought I wanted to go
Yeah.
and watch it with Mitchell, but now
Yeah, it's
I'm not
like
interested anymore.
violence for violence sake. Like, it's not
Yeah.
like there's really
Yeah.
there's no good reason to show it other than that it is disturbing.
Yeah.
That's like what gave it.
And
the
then it'll be
R-rating,
like
was that.
it'll be later on in the movie or whatever, and it'll like show a flashback to it, and it's just like
Of the dude's
their
face,
bloody
yeah.
You're not
face
even
again, all
expecting
over
it,
again,
yeah.
and you're like,
my
oh
gosh, I hate
God.
that.
Wow, I'm surprised.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what, and those scenes I didn't like. What I did really like about the movie is there's a lot of hidden,
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
you know, what
Like
I mean.
things like Hereditary, you know how it had, because it's the same director that did
Oh
that.
yeah.
So you know how they had like the
That's
house,
not
the little
surprising.
porcelain dolls and stuff. How
Yeah.
they like each one would kind of be a part of something in the story.
Yeah.
So like the Midsummer, there's just like little hidden things that are just like you're just like, oh, why is that there? And then you find out.
Yeah,
and it's just like,
that's
oh,
my
that's
favorite
cool.
part about not necessarily that it was super intricate to the story, but that's one of my favorite parts about Haunting of Hill House
Yeah.
was the
yeah,
stuff
that
in the
too.
background.
Mhm.
I've said for so long that horror movies don't do enough behind
Oh, for
behind that. So they always do this trick, right? They're in the bathroom. They are looking in the mirror and the music's going, right? And they open up the medicine cabinet and they do stuff, and then when they close it, the music, and you think something's going to happen, nothing happens, and then something happens.
Yeah.
They do the like false thing where like what was really cool about Haunting of Hill House was that because how much you could spot in the background, you really understood just how haunted the house was.
Yeah.
For sure.
But not how evil the house was. Because it never, a lot of times you only felt scared because something like that is spooky.
Mhm.
Like you know that they're dead, but it never felt like super evil, in my opinion.
No,
Yeah.
I don't know if it did for you guys, but like every time I was watching, I was like, "Ooh, look at that stuff." And some of them
No,
looked
yeah.
scarier than others, and other ones were just like, they're just hanging out.
Yeah.
But I read an article that apparently season 2 is going to be really fucking scary.
Yeah.
Dude,
I'm so
I mean,
excited.
There's scenes in that show
Spooky,
that were
yeah.
scary, and like
Oh, it
what you're
scared
saying
me.
about the people in the background is just like it's so cool. Because
Yeah.
You're just like, oh, what are they gonna do? Are they just gonna sit there? Or
Yeah.
just like
Did you guys watch Annabelle Annabelle Comes Home with Us?
Yes.
was
Yeah.
that the third one?
Yeah.
That's
That was
The-
the most
the-
recent one we
Yeah.
saw.
Mhm.
You guys watched that with us?
That came out.
Yeah, no,
Did
you
we
guys
watch it
definitely
together?
did.
Yeah, we
you
did.
guys
We
definitely did.
did.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite parts about that one. What was because of how much stuff they had and how much they did was like every time I was like, I want to know more about that
Yeah.
thing.
Mm-hmm.
And there were some of
Samurai.
them like the
The
samurai
TV.
one was the
That's-
one I was most interested in because they
Samurai.
did the very little. You just heard like the clinking and like
Mhm.
the
Yeah.
swords sounds, but you didn't hear like you don't know why it was like demonic or possessed or
The TV
whatever.
one was pretty creepy.
Oh, that one is.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
when
one
I can
is
see
Yeah.
the-
pretty
Like, showed the
creepy.
Where it's like
future, yeah.
you see the future, but it's
Yeah,
like
It's like 10 seconds
Yeah.
ahead of
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
Yeah.
10
gosh.
what was the werewolf one because
Oh, that was kinda
that one's
scary.
I think they are making that into a movie.
Oh, really?
But can you
Well,
imagine
there's
how
a lot of them that like they can
yeah.
build off from.
Well,
Mhm.
from in Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, the one where the guy when they were in the cell,
Yeah.
he talked about how it was like the folklore of whatever, and there was like a coin that rolled in. They kind of had a similar one in Annabelle Comes Home with the coins on the eyes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I thought that was interesting. But could you imagine being Elise and what's his name? The
Warren.
Warrens?
Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was his first name
Elise
though?
and
Oh, I thought his first. I guess
The
his
last name's the
name is
Warrens.
Warren.
Elise and Warren.
Oh man,
I can't remember his first. It's some generic fucking white
Yeah,
guy name like
yeah.
Tom or
It's like
something.
Oliver.
No.
Yeah. I can't remember what it is though. But it was yeah, I don't know. They like those are real people that went through that real they went through
Yeah,
shit.
I
like
can't
that.
believe that's like it's kind of crazy if you think about it. Like
Yeah, like all
really
this
think
like
about
they
it.
had like I'm sure
Oh.
that they're
It's Ed.
Ed. Yeah, see.
Yeah.
There you
I knew
go.
it was something
Edward.
in it, yeah. But I don't know to the extent of what they had in the room for the movies was real, but they
Yeah.
definitely have they have their museum
Yeah.
of shit.
Dude.
Because the original, this is the thing that like the movie does, right? Is the Annabelle doll is obviously creepy in the movies, but in real life it's a Raggedy Ann doll.
Yeah,
So it's not nearly as fucking scary looking.
Yeah.
man.
No, but that's also kind of creepy
Wait,
to
no, it's
think
definitely-
about.
type
Yeah.
that in. I want to see a picture of Raggedy Ann. Let me see. I want.
It's definitely creepy, but it's like a cloth doll. It's not like a porcelain, because those are way creepy.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see what this looks.
Did they
what it
really
looks
keep all
like.
that stuff in their home?
Yeah,
Oh.
they literally They did. They had a
I would just be more confused why it's moving around.
Yeah, exactly, right? Like,
dude, you know what's funny is in The Sims, the lawn gnomes would move around.
I
What?
know.
Really?
No, wait,
Yes.
throughout all Sims, like when the
I'm
very
pretty
first
sure.
Sims game?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Like the
No
lawn.
way.
Yeah, you'd like
Oh
go and
my
you'd like. I know for
gosh.
sure in Sims 3.
What?
And they would do different.
They would do different poses. And stuff. They would change.
What?
Yeah.
I did not notice that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
It used to
crazy.
freak me out because I would put one out and then I'd be
Kirsten's
like, where
am I
the
going
fuck
crazy?
did that thing go?
And it would
I'm
be
like,
in
I
the-
did not
yeah.
move that. And then I'd be doing some other pose, some random place, and I'm like, how did it get there?
Kirsten
Wow.
and I were playing Minecraft one night,
Mhm.
and this was a long time ago, like around when
Yeah.
it first came out, and we were playing it on the Xbox, and we had like this small fucking hut, but it went like down and into a thing, but we were like hanging out, and all of a sudden, like, I think it was Kirsten who turned around,
Mm-hmm.
and Enderman was in
Oh
the
my
room,
gosh.
but like
Yeah.
we didn't know that Enderman was a thing.
Yeah, no.
Oh
I remember the first time I saw one.
God.
Yeah, but like he's just sitting in there's this tall fucking black and
I
purple
think it's
thing
so
just
creepy.
staring, and we were
Yeah.
like, "What the fuck?" Like I'm actually like getting goosebumps right now
Yeah,
thinking
you
about
are.
it because like it freaked us out. We were like, "What is this
I
thing?"
know.
And then it like disappeared.
Also, it makes that terrible noise.
Did you guys attack
Yeah.
it at all?
What noise?
No,
does it
because like we
No.
like looked at it and it went poof and it left.
Oh my gosh.
And you're
It
like,
makes kind of
you
like a
saw that, right?
staticky noise, I guess.
yeah,
Does
yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Because it's
Oh, I don't
supposed
think I
to.
noticed
It's
that.
supposed to
Like,
somewhat like
Yeah.
be like
that game can
Slenderman.
low-key
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
scary sometimes. Like
Mhm.
you get close to a creeper and you're like, oh, it's about to explode, and it just explodes, and you're just like, what?
Yeah. We played a lot of Minecraft.
Yeah.
And the Minecraft though
I
on the
love
computer is something else because you
Oh,
can mod it
it's so
and change
fun.
it up.
They had a battle royale on.
Yeah,
At one point, like
they do a bunch of Hunger
style.
Games stuff.
Yeah, they got rid of it.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Well, on the PC or on Xbox?
Oh, on Xbox at
Oh,
least.
okay.
Yeah.
They there was Pixelmon, which they got rid of. They had to because
Mhm.
Nintendo like sued or whatever.
Oh, wow.
I'm sure that like someone has a world that I guess you know how like you can make a server or
Yeah.
whatever.
Mhm, true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make their own rules.
But
and stuff.
With
have to pay for
before.
Yeah, it's cheap though.
It's
I
like
was gonna
$6, 6 or 7.
That's probably a more expensive one. I think Jordan and I made one for like 99 cents a month.
Oh.
That's
Yeah,
not bad.
because it
Wait,
depends
I
on how much.
had-
It depends
I
on
just
how
got
much
mine from
memory
the
you
App
want.
Store.
Oh, on your phone?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be different.
Oh, okay.
But like on the computer, you pay for like the size of the server. So the bigger the server, the more players you can have, and the more you can do and stuff like that. But you can mod it and change it so that it has. And on the computer too, you can change like the texture packs. So
I
like
wanna
the
play.
rocks can look different and all that kind of shit.
Well,
It's
yeah.
super fun.
I just had Brody over and he found like a bunch of free ones that he
Oh, free
downloaded.
packs.
Yeah.
Yeah, little do you know.
I love when games
Yeah.
do that. Honestly, it's just like the best.
Yeah, Minecraft's pretty cool that way. Microsoft bought them a while ago, and I'm sure. But
That was probably the smartest thing they could do.
they're
just
making a Minecraft dungeon game like
Dude,
Diablo.
I know.
Oh.
I'm kind of. I want to keep an
That's
eye out on
interesting.
Yeah.
that. It'll be But I just like looting games like that where you can find like better gear and like upgrade your guy like RPG style.
I'm cool
Yeah, me
with
too.
a lot of that stuff, but I hate if that's the sole purpose of the game is to find gear, I'm like
Oh,
over it.
Like what? Like to
Like
what
WoW,
game?
or like Diablo 3 for example is
Mhm.
like it's auto assigned stats. So if we all made the same class,
Mhm.
I don't know what, like, I think there's like a paladin probably. If we all played paladin, the only thing that would, if we're all level 25, the only thing that would make us different would be the gear that we were wearing.
Mm.
Mm.
Oh,
I
okay, get
hate
what you
that.
mean. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, because in Diablo 2, you had paths that you could be, so you could be a specific, like, oh, I'm a shape-shifting druid, or oh, I'm a trap assassin, or I play a different play style,
Yeah.
which therefore then requires me to have different style
Against
of gear.
Yeah.
and
I
to
get what
play
you're saying.
against different characters, like I'm stronger or weaker or whatever if you
Mhm.
PvP'd.
Yeah.
Tanya's like, I don't play video games.
No.
Tanya
I
gets down
do.
on Jack and Dexter, though.
Yeah, I
Yo,
love
Jack and Dexter's that. Yo, that's that old school shit. That's just
I would
fire.
sit over here and play, and she'll get to a point she can't beat it, and she's like, you have to beat it for me.
Yo, I remember that game like when I first played it. Like it was kind of like open world a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
Loved it.
It's like I was like, this is amazing.
I remember too.
Awesome.
When you play it now, you're like, oh my god, this game is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, how did
The
I...
frame rate
Yeah.
is super
Yeah.
slow.
dude? It's
It's-
crazy.
yeah, it was like meant because it was never meant to be played in like HD. It was
Mhm.
supposed to be like the red and yellow and white
Yeah,
chords and
yeah.
stuff.
That's
It's
so
super
funny.
funny. What games did we play, Kirsten? We played like Sims, like that kind of stuff. But what other game? We played
MapleStory. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Kirsten
played a lot.
Yes, that was a game you might have enjoyed. But it's like a animated side scroller.
Oh, okay.
But it's an MMO.
Yeah.
I think
wow.
Blake would almost enjoy it a lot now because of like the anime style to it.
Yeah, you might really enjoy it then. I like it, but before when Kirsten and I played,
Oh my
like
gosh,
if you were
so much better.
Certain level, like if you were level 60, like you were getting up there.
You were hot
Now
shit.
it's like you can get to like level 100 in 20 hours of playing.
Oh wow.
So it's like
They
way
just, like,
different. They just
Yeah.
changed how you level up and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah.
So,
I don't really care for it too much now.
Yeah, it was much more fun.
I haven't played in years,
Was
but
on
like,
computer?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was one of those games though where it was free to play, but it had not pay to win options, but like pay for aesthetics. And Kirsten,
Yeah, that's.
Oh my gosh,
what
I
they
used to do
now.
chores and be like, Dad, take me to Rite Aid so I can get that NX card.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about Fortnite and all those games right now.
yeah, free to play games. I think it's important because
Yeah.
you know, but
Dude.
like,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
no,
No,
yeah,
I was gonna say like, but right now with Apex, they released this solo mode, and with the solo mode comes the Iron Crown event, and these guys are being so greedy. It costs $7 for a loot box, and then to get all these special items, you have to pay $280.
yeah. I heard you saying
You
that
heard-
on stream
yeah.
where you're like, oh, I wonder if you paid the $280 for that skin.
Dude, it is.
I was like, what the fuck?
Like you
crazy.
literally.
CS:GO was like that for a little
Yeah,
bit.
it was so ridiculous. They're like, we know we messed up, and they're trying to like sell each skin individually, but for like $20. So it's still just like,
Yeah.
no.
When we played CS:GO, there was a lot of like all the weapons had different colored skins, and they were like
Yeah.
rarity, and then they like, so if you had like, let's just say you had the USA skin, well, there would be like factory new, and there would be like battle worn. So like factory new is obviously the better quality, so it'd be worth more.
Yeah.
So, and people would just be
Did you
spending hella money on it, and
So crazy.
somebody had, and people loved watching like videos of it to being like opened. Like I just watched a couple videos of this dude opening Pokemon cards, and
Oh
he
my
has
gosh.
like he has like 10 million subscribers, and that's all he fucking does is just open up card packs.
That's dope though.
This is weird, but
Just
yeah,
like
but it's
Yeah.
not just Pokemon. It's like Magic and a bunch of other things. But like,
Yeah.
why are you watching this dude open up these packs? Like, what is that? That's inherently
Well-
like entertaining for people.
One of Mom's clients, her son, he's like 11, and he makes money off of YouTube because he just like gets new toys and
What?
reviews them.
Oh yeah,
That's sick though.
Yeah.
Like honestly, that is dope.
Yeah,
'Cause
she
kids-
was
it's definitely cool, but it's interesting to see like why.
Yeah.
Like, he
why
just
are you
bought
guys so interested in that?
an iPhone outright, and he's like 11 years old. Just like $1,000 was like even more now. Honestly, iPhones
Yeah.
are more than that, but
yeah.
just
I think that's
bought it
just
in
kind of
cash.
Amazing, honestly. Like
No,
that's,
it's
like,
great. It's,
so
just like
You can
wow.
make money doing anything, man.
yeah, for real. Like that's
crazy.
the amazing part about it.
Yeah.
Just reviewing toys. Like he's a kid reviewing what he loves to do. Like play with
Well,
toys.
tell
Yeah.
you what, if I reviewed toys on YouTube, I would not get paid that much
Yeah,
money.
no, exactly. It just
People would be like,
Person
"Why the fuck
starts-
are you doing this?"
Yeah,
No, but you
Because
could
kid.
probably have done like hair videos.
Yeah,
Ooh,
maybe.
Yeah.
Like-
I always watch those.
Sure, but like I don't feel like I think I'm good at doing hair, but
Yeah, but-
not as detailed as a lot of the people
Sure.
on there.
But the thing is that a lot of times it could be about what you talked about. Like it could
Your
have been like a
personality
hair.
even.
Yeah.
It could have been like a hair podcast where you
Hair
and,
pod.
like you and the person that you were doing their hair were like just talking, having a conversation, and then you went from start to finish or whatever. And that was the fun part about it.
Yeah, that's true.
And
Yeah.
like that would have been, that probably could still be very popular.
Or like transformations.
Yeah, just all that stuff. I watch
You don't even have to
chiropractic
talk.
videos.
Yeah.
I literally watch people getting their shit.
Yeah, he
Like-
watches them all the time. It's
I watch
kind
them.
of
I don't
weird.
know
And
why.
then
It's so
I'm like his
satisfying.
dummy that
Pimple
he
popper.
practices on.
Yeah.
It's like, let me just crack your elbow. I'm like, no,
You did a pretty good job though.
you do.
I did it for
Until you
Devin
break
the other
my
day.
leg
She's like,
one
oh, yeah,
day.
you did a good job.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mitchell
I got it
can't
down.
pop my back.
No, I can't do it.
I remember that one time I
Really?
popped your back.
It doesn't pop like everyone else's.
I thought it popped one time.
I think that's good though.
I think my back is so messed up that it doesn't pop.
I popped her back one time. Like I picked her up and like squeezed her, and I put her down. She just fell to the floor.
I
She was
almost,
like, I can't move. And
I
she was like serious. She
legit
was mad.
almost had to call out of work because it hurt
She was
so
so
bad.
mad.
Yeah. Like,
dude,
okay.
I was kind of scared because I was
Well,
like, get up.
It was
Like,
a
why
few.
aren't
Get up.
Why aren't you getting up?
Kirsten,
I was like,
you're joking, right?
It was really bad, honestly, because it was a few days after I had hurt my back. I had hit my tailbone with Elvis. I had taken our dog out.
I remember that.
And I hit my tailbone on the concrete.
You
it's
are
not
always
funny, Blake.
falling.
I know.
Oh, I
I
was thinking
am
about all the times
literally
I've seen
the
you
Like
worst.
a pumpkin patch down the stairs. It was in like
Oh my
slow
gosh.
motion.
This is one of the funniest stories. So we went to the Savi's Island Pumpkin Patch. I don't know if there's a name.
No.
I think that's what
No,
it's
I
called.
think isn't it like Bella's Organic
Yeah, I
Farm?
think that's what it is. Yeah,
Okay.
because there's a couple.
It's a popular one though. I think.
Yeah, it has the corn. I'm pretty sure it's where they do like the haunted corn maze. I think.
Yeah,
It
it
is,
is.
But,
Yeah.
So we went, but normal during the day, and we went to the corn. Like the corn maze was like the last thing that we were gonna do, and we were going through, and we got to the point where there's the like bridge. Like,
Yeah,
but
you
it's
go
like,
up these
you
stairs.
go up like 15 stairs,
Yeah,
and then it's like 10 feet of like, so that you can kind of see where you're
Around,
going and see
yeah.
what's happening, and then 15 stairs down, and Kirsten was walking
And I had my dog.
her dog Comet, which is like a
He's a
Chihuahua
mix, but he doesn't look like a Chihuahua.
Not
I
at
know you
all.
talk about all these little rat dogs on here, but
Yeah.
he's not a rat dog, okay?
yeah, he's a cute dog.
He
But
is.
she was walking him and then started to fall, but she fell in fucking slow motion. Like it was like it was
I
literally
like barrel rolled.
I
yeah,
was like, is this really happening?
it was literally like this is what you heard. It was like yeah. Ah,
And I was like, thunk,
ah,
thunk, thunk.
ah. And then she like hit it, and it was like, what the fuck?
And she was like trying to grab everything.
It was hilarious.
And I'm like, it was just, and I still had the map in my
She
hand
was so-
and comments. Shoot my other hand. I'm like,
She was so unfazed by it too. She just got up and started dusting herself
I know.
off. Like, are you okay?
And this was the fall that I missed too. I wasn't
Oh,
even
yeah.
there, dude.
Yeah.
But it's so funny because my coworker like was there
saw
and he
me.
saw
Oh
it.
my
And-
gosh, you're
and-
kidding.
Yeah, and I'm just like, wow.
What are
You
the
got to see it.
chances of that
I
happening?
know, right? Like,
So,
So-
oh, that was
so,
your girlfriend.
I was like, actually, I don't know her.
Yeah.
yeah, right. He's like,
Yeah, it was really funny though.
yeah, that was funny. And then like a week later, Blake and I were moving.
I remember that.
Oh my
one.
god.
We were moving out of our apartment, and so we got a U-Haul. And you know, okay, on the back of the U-Haul, there's like that
Yeah,
step
that really
down.
long ramp,
Mhm.
and then there's the step.
Well,
No,
we
it's-
didn't have the ramp out.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it was
So
just
it's just like the
and then
step.
the
Yeah.
back of the truck.
Oh, okay.
And I was stepping
Yeah, like the
down,
tailgate.
but
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I was in flats, and it had kind of been like wet on there, but I didn't think I was walking off of that thing all day. I didn't think I was gonna fall, and I slipped. But it was like
Literally
I
the
felt like I
slowest,
looked
like-
back at Blake, and I had like my hand out, and I'm like,
It was like an anime fall.
Dude, it was like you
Yeah,
said, like how
basically.
she fell at the pumpkin patch. Like it was so slow. She was like,
and then I just kind of, I tried so hard.
She like caught herself like 3 times, but still just kept falling. And she
Yeah.
was just like,
And I finally got to the ground, and I just like get back up, and I kind of like
I
dust
thought you hit your face,
myself
honestly.
off.
Just the
And,
way
yeah.
you were falling, you looked like you hit your
Hey,
face.
you know, for the amount of times that I fall, I feel like I
You
am
get
pretty
right
good
back
about
up, dust yourself
Yeah.
off.
Yeah, ready for the next one.
yeah, basically.
That's so funny.
though.
That's hilarious. Yeah, I remember you falling at the pumpkin patch, and it was so fucking
So
funny.
funny.
Because it like you fell down like 7 stairs, but it felt like it took you a minute.
It was
and a half.
way more than 7.
She like gives up on catching herself. She's like, I'll catch myself
But
right
she
here,
still
and then
was
I'll
like-
stop.
I felt like every roll, I was like almost able to
Every
stop, and then it was like, nope, still gonna keep going.
Oh my gosh. It
So
was
funny.
So fucking hilarious.
I feel like I fell recently, and we started laughing about things, but maybe
No,
not.
remember we were coming home from
Oh
the
my
gym,
gosh,
and
I
we were
did
going
fall.
down some grass that it was wet, and I was
Oh,
holding her
because you
hand.
guys parked on the street.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you guys walked
Oh,
down.
yeah.
That's what happened to me with those freaking. We went. Where were we at? We went and did something.
You
'cause
guys
I
go
like
to the
dressed
dog
up.
parkers? Oh, never mind.
Not like dressed up, but I wore the new like shoes that Blake
We
got
hung
me.
out
the
with your
babes.
friends at Jake's birthday party, right?
Yeah, but it was late when we got home though. Where'd we go after that?
Hot tubbing at Devon's?
That
Why
might-
there?
Oh, we
Yeah.
did go hang out
Yeah.
at Devon's
I know.
house.
Yeah.
And
Rude.
when we came back, we walked that way, and the sprinklers, I guess, had just been on, so those shoes just got fucking muddy as shit.
We
And I
were
was
running, and then all of a
pissed.
sudden,
Dude,
it's
it
like harder
happens.
to run. So we're
Literally, the first time I got Yeezys, I stepped in dog shit. Like, I was so mad. And there were the freaking 700s.
Yeah, that's just bound to happen.
Yeezys.
We were walking. Okay, we had just gotten back from the gym.
So we were walking down the hill, and I'm holding her hand, and I go, "Hey, don't slip," and she just slips.
Literally
like,
right then.
You're still sweaty.
Yeah, no, that was really funny though.
It was
There
and
was
you got
one
mad at me
time
too, and I was like, "You're the one that's."
because you said you're like don't slip, and then it was like I fell. I'm like, this is your fault.
This wouldn't have happened.
There was one time I had gone out for my friend's birthday, and I was with Hannah, my friend Hannah, and she was a little drunk, and we were walking back to the apartment, but the sprinklers were on.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, okay, Hannah, we have to make a run for it.
You two are two of the most annoying people I've ever been with. Like,
when we're drinking.
I will be asleep, and they'll just call me nonstop.
No way.
And then as soon as I answer, because I think something like is bad, they're like, "Come out." And it's like 3.
Dude.
No. And then they just don't.
So
I need you to pick me up now, and I'll be like, "Okay, I thought this person was picking you up," and they're like, "Oh yeah, they are."
Oh my god.
Okay, can I go back to bed? I guess. And then the other one will call me. "Hey, do you know where this person is? I
bro.
can't find her."
I'm turning
It's
the
like,
phone
my
off.
God. Yeah.
But
they're so annoying.
I told her that we had to make a run for it, and then she starts running, and she just like slipped and fell into the light post. It was
shit.
so funny because there's like a light post, right? You know,
Yeah.
like showing the path, and she hit it, but she was fine. She was okay. She was soaking wet from the sprinkler,
Was
and
that
then
when
we
she passed
laughed.
out on our couch that day? I think she stayed the night then.
No, she didn't stay the night.
She? Oh, okay.
No,
Oh, she was going.
she was going to, but she ended up getting an Uber home. But yeah, no, it was really funny.
That's how I broke my front teeth the first time in my front tooth. Was I hit a pole.
Oh my
Dude.
Oh, I
gosh.
didn't hear this
I was
story.
at I was at somebody's house, like Matt Clay's,
Oh yeah.
or something.
Oh my gosh, I haven't heard of him in a
and
minute.
there was like a basketball hoop, and I went to like dunk on it or whatever because we had lowered it, and I like slipped forward, and then like I came back and I hit my tooth on it, and it like broke
That
the
just
tooth.
makes me cringe, dude. I like.
Yeah.
Oh,
Should we tell Blake's toe story?
oh my god.
Oh
We
my
want to talk
gosh.
about my
That's the
toes.
best
so
Because you
story ever.
never told it on the podcast.
I forgot to tell on the podcast, and
That
then it was
was
too late. But I did
so
post
sad,
about it
but
on
probably
Instagram.
one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
Yeah, I mean, name one other grown man that has ever broken his toe playing
Duck, Duck, Goose.
Like, it got so aggressive.
People heard
Okay,
it too.
We were
Yeah,
having
right.
a fun
There
time.
was
was
act-
fun.
we were having more
That
fun
would
than
happen,
Quinn.
though, like-
Yeah.
Yeah, we were in our front yard. We were playing Duck, Duck, Goose for our niece, Quinn, because she really wanted to play for some reason. But it was one of those days where it was like, I don't know if it had just rained or rained like recently, but the grass was like
No.
kind of
Slick.
slippery for
It
some
was
reason.
slippery because we had the little mini pool
Oh,
out.
Yeah.
that's what it was.
So
It was
Yeah.
foreshadowing the
98
whole
degrees.
time
Yeah.
we were playing.
Something bad was going to happen. And
for sure.
we were going around, and every time that like one of the guys got tagged from another guy, you know, it's always like really trying to get him, but people were trying to run too fast and they would fall. Well, I had taken my shoes off to not slip,
Yeah.
and I was good. But Blake, this is kind of similar to like this shit where you told her not to fall.
Yeah.
You tagged me, and I said, "Blake, don't fall," and then he fell and broke his toe was hella
I broke
dislocated.
my pinky toe.
Yeah,
He's
it's
like,
a
I think
pinky
I
toe.
broke it, and we look at it, and it's
And it
like
was like-
pointing a complete different direction. We're like, yeah, we think.
And everyone
We
was
think it's
laughing, and I'm
right.
just like, all right, my toe's broken. Like,
I
someone
heard it
take me.
too.
Yeah. Yeah.
I turned around and I was like, that cannot be good.
We're
Everyone
we're
was
like
laughing for like 10 minutes.
we were laughing because you had fallen, and then you're like, "Oh, I think I broke my toe," and we look and we're like, "Oh no!"
That's
Yeah, it
definitely
was hella
broken.
It was funny. Like, it was definitely funny. But
Yeah.
I was like, all right. So, like, when I broke it, I was like, oh, wow, it looks broken. I'm going to ask. And I asked. Everyone starts laughing. 5 minutes go by. Everyone's still laughing. I'm like, okay. I'm holding my
It's
leg.
starting
like,
to
okay.
hurt.
Yeah, like, we need to go. I start freaking out.
Oh yeah. That was so bad.
Well, yeah, then we're driving there, and he's, like, trying to show it to me, and I'm like,
Please
Yeah.
don't.
like,
The thing
trying
about
not to
toes is they don't
vomit.
do shit. They're just like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's broken.
Yeah, tape it.
See ya.
Yeah.
Yeah.
pretty much.
I remember the doctor was
You
like,
did give him painkillers.
yeah, they did, gang. But the doctor, when he was like
What's
feeling
a
my
yeet?
foot, he was like, "Does it hurt here?" And I'm like, "No." And he's like, "Does it hurt here?" And I was like, "Yeah, it hurts a lot right there." And he's like, "Right here," and presses on it again. And
Oh,
I'm
you
like,
mean this
"Yeah,
spot?"
that's the same spot. It hurts." And he's just like, "Okay." I'm just like, dude.
We should have just called Devin over to look at it.
Right?
Well, I mean, once it, yeah, toes and stuff. Like when I had, I was playing, I was playing a game inside with Michael when I was younger. I was
Oh,
in
yes.
like 8th grade or 7th grade. We called it pumpkin ball because it was just a ball. With
Wasn't this like Christmas Eve? No, it wasn't
Yeah, it was
Christmas
around
Eve. It was
Christmas,
around Christmas.
But it was literally a ball with like a pumpkin face, like like a jack-o'-lantern face on
Yeah.
it, and we were playing like whoever had it got tackled, and when he tackled me, my toe went in between the leg of the couch,
Uh-huh.
so like like that,
Yeah.
and it dislocated
so
the
bad.
toe and split the webbing in between the toe, and this is how I first knew that and playing fucking pumpkin ball. But this is how I first knew that I wasn't good around blood, because like I felt like I was looking at it and I was like getting lightheaded
Oh my
as shit.
gosh.
And so then I went to whatever the
Urgent care.
to go get stitches or whatnot.
Mhm.
And I went and I had like this Indian female doctor. And so it was just funny because how she said it was like, I was like, "Is it bleeding?" And she was like, "No, not at all." And like after she had stitched it, I like looked at the bottom of my foot and it was like stained fucking red. I was like, "What do you mean it's not bleeding?" And I think Megan took me.
Oh,
Yeah.
Monteleone.
Yeah.
And she was like, when I asked, I could tell her face when the doctor said no. She was like, like, "What the fuck? You hella lying." But they don't do
funny, dude.
anything. Like she gave me stitches and then taped it to the other toe.
Yeah.
It
Oh,
was
wow.
like,
Do you have
Yeah.
a
And
scar?
you had
It was.
stitches in
No.
between your toes.
yeah,
In between,
yeah. In between,
Well,
I had 2,
I had a
and
friend.
I played basketball.
dude, that's like, ooh.
Yeah.
It hurt, but yeah.
My
Playing
friend
fucking
broke
pumpkin
his
ball.
leg playing beer
Oh my
pong.
gosh.
Like,
You can play beer pong
Snapped
sitting
it.
down.
Yeah.
How did it snap?
I honestly,
Which
I
part of
don't
his-
know.
which
I
part of
wasn't
his
there.
leg?
Wasn't it like right here
Like
on his-
like by
Oh,
on
Oh,
his
like the
calf.
tibia.
Yeah. So like from what I got from the story is they're super drunk.
Yeah.
And
That's all great. stories.
so it's my friend, her boyfriend, and his brother. And so my friend was in bed sleeping, and
Not the one who broke.
not the one
leg.
who no, it was the brother who broke his leg. But basically they were playing, and the ball like went behind this couch, and he went to like pick it up, but he stepped wrong, and then he fell, and then his leg got like stuck on something when he like
Oh my
fell, so it like snapped it basically.
Wow.
And
Twig.
he even was like, "You guys, like, I broke my leg," and they're like, "Oh no, you just like hurt your ankle," and like laughed about it. And
His leg's like bent in
If you
half.
have a broken leg,
Basically-
like, it's very obvious.
but they were like almost like they're drunk. They're so drunk. And even my friend's boyfriend went and got in bed and was like, Brent broke his leg," and like laughed about it. And then at like 4 a.m, she like heard him screaming upstairs because he like finally had kind of like
Sobered
Yeah,
up.
sobered
and
up.
he's like, "Holy fuck!"
yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
that's the-
So
oh
she
my
had to like
gosh.
take him to the hospital and stuff, and yeah.
Tanya, have you ever broken any bones?
I have not.
Any
broke-
family members break any bones?
My little cousin Marina would always break her arm.
Always?
What? Like
What?
4 times.
She
Oh
used
my
the same
God.
Yeah,
arm?
we were playing a game one time.
I was
and
on
pushed
just like
her
a,
off and-
a Nemo arm now.
Just a little nub.
Yeah, if you break your arm 4 times,
Yeah, I mean that's a lot.
probably in the
Other
same
than her,
spot.
no
She's
one
just working out
else.
with one arm. Like, you serious? She's just like got a fucking massive arm.
I mean, that's crazy.
No one in my family
Yeah.
really played sports growing up, so
Yeah, I know, but like I didn't. But most of the times when I got hurt was like, I mean, I was playing pumpkin
Yeah.
ball or like
yeah.
I ran into. I was riding my bike when I was like 4 or 5, and I ran into a parked truck
Oh,
and broke my pinky.
Yeah.
I like don't think I've
never.
ever broken anything.
Broke-
riding a bike.
Really?
Your toe?
Yeah.
Other than your
riding a
toe?
bike.
Or I
Oh.
guess I
Like-
broke my ring finger.
Yeah, and you slammed one of your fingers in the door.
Yeah,
that was
when I
that was
broke
one.
it. Yeah. Like smashed my bone.
My thumb's still messed up from the inner tubing thing.
Really?
Wait,
Yeah,
what,
like-
Oh.
what happened again?
So I was like inner tubing, and I was holding the
What
thing.
happened again?
I don't even remember, but I was like holding on, and I was with John, and we had hit. I don't know, but we had to have been so high in the air. How high were we? Do you think?
I don't even know. Like 5 feet?
Just 5 feet? It felt like we were fucking like. It
How-
felt like we were like
5
15
feet
feet
seems
in the
pretty
air.
high. I mean,
I think I missed that part, so I don't really remember.
Well,
Like
you
you
didn't
guys-
I
miss
just
the
remember
first part.
people like freaking out.
Remember the first jump that we hit
Yeah.
when we got long? How high do you think we were there?
Probably right under 10. I don't know.
Dude.
That's still a lot.
Like-
Hitting water and going fast.
Mhm.
Yeah, getting yanked and fucking you're in the air being pulled and shit. I don't remember where I was. Like, I thought I was upside down.
Oh, shit.
And when I landed, like, I don't know if it was because, like, maybe my grip was like this
Mhm.
Yeah.
or, like, whatever, but whatever my thumb hit, it couldn't move anywhere. So it just kind of, like, jammed it. But it still is, like, it's, like, right here. So, like,
Mhm.
going, like, I can't, so,
That's the worst.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
right?
Ouch.
Like,
Yeah.
I can touch my right thumb to my pinky, like,
Yeah.
underneath it. I can't do it on this one.
Dang. Maybe it's still like swollen inside or like.
But man,
Yeah.
it was really swollen.
It was
was-
huge.
yeah, it
It,
was
looked
really
like
I
a
remember
big
seeing it
pickle.
like super. Now I remember it's
Yeah.
purple.
It was what?
It looked like a huge pickle.
Oh, purple pickle.
Yeah, it was rough. It still hurts though. Like if I try and like squeeze something or
I'm just
Yeah.
so happy I was the first one to comfort you.
you weren't though. Jesse was the first person over. He's like,
Yeah, he needs to
"Speed."
back up.
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
my gosh.
Get out of my
He's
way.
like, oh.
I got out of the because the boat obviously keeps going after I
Yeah.
like skidded across the fucking water.
Mhm.
And I like got up and I thought because I had dislocated this thumb before, so if you look at it, like it turns still a little.
Yeah.
And so I thought I was like, I just fucking dislocated my thumb. And so I like looked at it and I like pulled, and
Oh.
to try because it has that already that natural like that weird curve in it.
Mm-hmm.
And so like I was like no, but it hurt. So I was like holding my thumb, and so then everyone I guess knew on
Yeah.
the boat that I hurt my thumb. And so when they pulled the boat around, Jesse was the first person. He was like, "Oh, Mitch, be okay?" And Tanya's just like sitting in the fucking front of the boat, like. So then I
I
have to
was
give a
not.
shit about it every time.
I was concerned.
Yeah, she's like taking pictures with
I was
the,
gonna
girl,
say
the other
ready
girl.
to take
Yeah.
pictures.
I
Having a
I
good
broke my
time.
collarbone that one time.
How'd
Yeah,
you do that?
Yeah,
Well, Whitney, our oldest sister Whitney, she had her boyfriend over in high school, and he had been wrestling with Mitchell, and Mitchell had really long hair at the time.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, like
And-
really long hair. Like
and
my,
it was-
my hair
Super
used to be
long
like mid back, you know.
Yeah, and it was
not
really
not that long, but
It's
it
like
was
I've
long.
never seen
it was long, and it was blonde.
Well, like you saw the picture of me in my freshman year in like the football uniform.
that. Oh yeah.
That was probably about
Yeah.
the longest
Yeah.
it got,
Yeah.
somewhere around that area.
And so they had been wrestling, and like eventually they stopped, and they were like laying. Well, her boyfriend was like kind of like laying in a chair, but his like head was on like the arm rest or whatever,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and his feet were over the other one. Anyways, I was behind him, and he saw my hair and thought I was Mitchell,
Oh,
and took my
no.
arms
Poor
and
Kirsten.
like. Obviously, I'm 4 years younger, so I was like, way less
Yeah,
than him.
probably like 80 pounds.
Yeah, and he just like
Yeeted.
threw me across the room.
Yeah.
He probably felt so
Oh,
bad.
yeah, for sure.
my
And it
gosh.
broke my collarbone. And like, this just goes to show how dramatic I am because Mom was like, she waited 2 hours to take me to the hospital because she didn't think it was actually broken. And then
Yeah.
on our way there, she's like, you better hope that this is broken and you're not just
He
saying
probably
this.
felt really
Mom
bad
has,
too
like-
after.
Mom has like a streak of saying shit like this where it's like she'll be like it's not broken, and then it turns out to be broken.
Yeah.
And then she told me because I don't like getting shots, and then she's all like making fun of me like, oh, they're gonna give you fucking shots, and like she's like poking me and stuff, and then the doctor's like, well, we're gonna have to give you a few shots, and she was like, oh fuck. And like I hated it. I passed
love
out
her.
and like yeah. But
Oh my
it was
gosh.
super. She has that like. I don't know why she does that.
I don't
shit.
know. I don't know.
That's just
Shelly.
hilarious,
That's
though.
why.
You better hope that this is
Yeah,
broken.
you better hope it's broken.
I'm like 7. I'm like, I hope it's not broken.
like dislocated or like dislocated like collarbone is obvious.
Yeah.
Your arm's fucking hanging down here. It looks like you have
Oh my
stroke
gosh.
arm. Like
Yeah.
it's just chilling.
Holy
And then
shit.
also I like broke my knee when I was younger when Lindsay pushed me off of the trampoline.
You broke your
Dang.
knee.
Oh yeah.
You don't
that's
remember
why
that?
You got rid of it.
Yeah.
I didn't know you. I mean, I know you hurt your leg, but I didn't know you broke your knee.
No, like it still sometimes hurts today. Today, right now.
Yeah.
But,
just
like-
randomly, what the
It's just
fuck?
hurting.
Like if I like have it crossed too long and like I go to stand up, I can't. I like fall down. That's why I
not-
fall so
That's-
much.
That could
No,
be why.
no, I
That's why,
don't.
Yeah.
Maybe.
What happened? You got like double bounced off.
We
or
were like
something?
playing something and I got pushed off and like I landed on my knee. But I was like 4, I think.
Yeah.
I was really young.
Yeah, trampolines are like really dangerous.
When you got
Yeah.
like double
Mhm.
bounced unexpectedly, that was
Yeah.
like the scariest.
Well, we
And then the
went
doctor was like, "You gotta get rid of that shit."
Yeah, we went to Sky High for the first time.
So much fun.
But the first time we went, someone was being wheeled out on a stretcher because he had just broke his leg, and I was like, "Oh fuck!"
you have like 2
You're
kids.
like signing this
Like,
paper, like
yeah.
if you get hurt, it's not Sky High's
You
fault.
either see that 2 ways. You're like, oh fuck, or like, oh, this is fucking awesome.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, "Oh my god!" Like this guy just broke his leg, but I got good at stuff. Like I could jump from each one and do like backflips and like,
Yeah.
I could
But
never
now I
do
go,
backflip.
Oh,
and I
dude.
like bounce, and like maybe 30 minutes in, my back hurts.
Yeah.
Like everything hurts.
So like
My
I'm
head-
out of breath.
Like
You went to
bouncing
Sky
people.
High
Like,
again?
oh, we went. When was the last time we went? It was a long time ago.
I
Mhm.
haven't been there in so long.
Yeah.
Like, it was a
When I
really
probably
long
in,
time
like,
ago.
8th grade, freshman year.
Yeah, I don't remember the last.
We
was
were.
so much
I think
fun.
Matt was with us because I
Yeah.
remember like
Mhm.
dunking on the hoop because I didn't do that before. And then they have like
It's
dodgeball.
probably
and
around
stuff.
like Thanksgiving
Yeah, I
or
was gonna
Christmas.
say, did you
yeah.
go there when they had dodgeball? And,
Yeah,
like, dude,
yeah,
that
yeah.
was so fun, just freaking nailing some kids.
But
in the
like,
face.
man, if I jump around like that, my head starts to hurt,
Yeah.
like, jiggling my brain around.
Well, we had talked about it before on the show. Was when I was up at Devin's house, we went and did the trampoline.
Oh,
and
yeah,
we
when
were all
Jesse
doing
broke
back.
it.
Yeah, they already fixed it too, but it was like, we were all jumping on and doing backflips. Like Jesse and I were both on it, so like a combined of like 400 something pounds, you know,
Mm-hmm.
like really jumping on it.
Mhm.
And then he did one thing and it like ripped this huge hole in it. I was like, God damn! Like,
Holy
at any
shit.
time, like we could have just went and
Right
fallen
through.
straight through it.
Oh my
Yeah,
That would've been
sketch.
great.
Yeah,
That is wow. There wasn't. He just jumped in it.
he did one of like because we were doing backflips and front flips, like trying to land
Uh-huh.
stuff. So he was jumping and he was pretty high, and then he was gonna jump to his knees and then hit from the knees and then
gosh.
do a front flip from there. And when he went, his knee went through the
Dude.
thing.
Didn't you say there were already a bunch of holes
There
all
was, like,
around it and no one told you?
Yeah, like when we looked at it, there was like other spots that had like frays,
Oh,
basically,
okay.
you know.
Yeah.
And I was
Wow.
like, so that's just what
Oh my
happened. Like his
gosh.
knee
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
hit one of those spots, and then it just ripped open.
Yeah.
Dang,
was
that's
like,
one
oh
of those
my
things
God.
too, where you're just like, well, you're definitely gonna break something, or
Yeah, I mean,
like,
if you jump 20 feet in the air and you land and it just rips,
And
like
you don't
nothing's
even expect
stopping
it,
you. Yeah,
it's full on momentum, just freaking pile drive.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, should we play this office trivia?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Oh gosh, all right.
All right, you guys, get ready. Okay, some of
Name
these
is,
are
name is buzzer.
yeah.
How many questions we got?
Okay.
16?
Yeah, like
16?
16.
Okay.
Just pick Mitchell every time.
Some of them are pretty easy.
Okay.
Okay. Some of them are really hard.
Mhm.
Do you have the answers
Yeah.
on there? Let me go.
No, I've memorized them.
No. Then
Um,
why aren't you playing? Oh, well, actually, you know the answers, so
Well,
have it written
I
down?
would play if someone else had done it, but I don't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Anyways, okay. What is Michael Scott's middle name?
Mitchell, Gary.
Okay.
I was like, it's not Mitchell.
I don't know that.
In season 2, episode 5, it's Halloween.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
What is the name of the person who was fired?
Oh man.
Dude, I don't even. Is it?
Hold on, because it was between Creed and this dude.
And another guy, dude. I know. I just saw that episode too.
Oh no!
I know, we
Is
just watched it, Blake.
I know. Hold on.
What is his name?
I'm just drawing a blank, dude. I don't even know.
No.
It's such a random because you only see it one time, and it's only in that episode that his name is mentioned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a hard one, babe.
What was his name?
Yeah, I don't know that one.
Devin.
Devin.
Oh.
Shit.
Bro. Oh,
Okay.
my gosh.
Okay.
1-0. Blake, you said.
What county is Pennsylvania, Dunder Mifflin, Scranton branch located?
What county?
Yeah, in Pennsylvania. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What county?
Dang, you really make me feel like I don't watch this show.
Well, they talk about it in the episode that one of the branches close in Dwight and Jim.
Yeah, when they fight over it.
Yeah.
Fuck. Are all your questions like that?
No.
Okay.
I mean, no.
That's actually really good office trivia because that's
No,
like
for real.
Oh, yeah.
neat. Yeah, that's good.
I don't know, so I'm not.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Lackawanna.
Ah, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Lackawanna.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I
Lackawanna.
remember hearing that in the thing
Oh my god.
multiple
Okay.
times. I think in the show.
I don't know if you'll actually get this one.
Oh, okay.
What is the web address to Creed's blog?
Oh fuck.
Blake,
Go.
is it www.somethingcreedsthoughts.org?
It's-
Something like that.
Gov, I think.
.gov.
Yeah, it's
But it's on the Word document. And
yeah.
Oh my God.
www.creedthoughts.gov.
Does that count? Does that count as a point?
Yeah. We'll give
Okay.
it to you.
All right. So what? Mitchell has 1 point and Blake has 1 point.
One.
Yeah.
1-1. All right. Where does the show take place?
Mitchell,
Oh.
Scranton, Pennsylvania.
Yep. Okay. What is the name of the club that Pam, Oscar, and Toby are in?
Blake, the
I know.
something society.
I know what it is.
Nope.
Can I steal?
Yeah, you can still go ahead. I don't know.
Binders Things Club.
Yep.
Binders Things Club. Dang.
They
Okay.
fancy motherfuckers. So
What is it?
bougie.
3-1 now?
Yeah.
Okay. Where did Michael get his world's best boss mug from?
Blake, Spencer's gift.
Yep. Yeah. Yes. Good job. Okay. What is the name of Michael's Asian character that he?
Mitchell, Ping.
Yep.
Oh, damn.
I love that episode so much.
Yeah.
Ping.
Who hears Jim impersonate them?
Blake.
Go.
Stanley.
Yep.
Okay, I was
Yeah.
like, wait, is
Good
it
job.
him?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that episode.
Okay.
What's the score?
I think we're
Blake has
tied.
2.
I think
we're tied.
Blake
I'm not
had-
doing my job.
Oh
Yeah.
no, 3-2. I think I might be.
no, I think it's 3-3.
3-3.
Mitchell. Yeah. No, 3-4. Because you
Judge?
got ping.
Judge, we need a judge.
Yeah. So 4-3 me.
Yeah.
Me.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Judge. 4-3. I'm winning. Keep
Okay,
score.
I'll write it in my phone.
When they find Michael Scott's script, who reads the part of Golden Face?
Mitchell.
Blake. Oh.
Jim.
Nope.
Ooh.
Oh.
Wrong.
Okay, Blake, you try.
Reads the part of Golden Face. Is it Dwight?
When they first find it, who reads that part?
Oh, not in the movie.
Not
that
who
they
plays
make.
him, who reads the part.
Do you want Blake? I'm gonna
Yeah.
say Dwight, but I don't.
No.
No. Okay.
Pam.
Nope. Oscar.
Oscar.
Oh, interesting.
Of course,
Uh-huh.
the one no one would guess. I'm just kidding.
Jim and Pam's wedding. What is Kevin wearing on his feet?
Mitchell.
Like, oh.
I think you got it. I think you
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
Oh, dude! Wow, I thought you got it, and so now I just like was like, he already
my.
knows.
I do know that.
Isn't it? What is he wearing? Oh my gosh!
On his feet.
I know.
I want to say it's something so just weird.
It is very weird.
I know.
Is it ice packs or something like?
No. No.
Go ahead.
Kleenex boxes.
Kleenex
Yeah.
boxes.
Yeah.
Oh my
Tissues,
god.
But he does soak his feet
Yeah,
in
he
ice.
soaks his feet in ice.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah. All right.
What's
Okay.
the score?
5-3.
5-3. Okay.
What type of chips do Jim and Karen search for all day?
Like, something salt and vinegar. Hers. Is
Yep,
it hers?
yep.
Salt and vinegar.
Good job.
Nice. That's
Nice.
good.
5-4.
Yeah, I went
Yeah.
to. I knew it was salt and vinegar, but I wouldn't have guessed
Yeah.
the brand.
Yeah. Yeah, I was surprised that
I
you got
used
it.
to
That's
eat
really
that
good.
all the time on the freaking Navy boat.
Oh, yeah, because
Those
you
are-
were over there.
Huh?
Like, on...
Yeah,
yeah.
over there too. Yeah, in Virginia.
Okay.
East Coast.
What video game does the Stamford branch
Blake.
play together?
Call of Duty.
Motherfucker.
Yep.
Okay, it's a tie.
How many more questions do we have?
Just a few more.
Yeah, but how many? Because it's tied, and we need to know.
3.
3.
Oh,
Oh, perfect.
bonk. Okay.
Okay, guys.
Someone's got to win then. There's
Yeah.
no tiebreakers.
Unless we don't know these next.
Yeah.
No,
You might not know one of them,
Uh-oh.
honestly. But, what color does Angela think is whorish?
Like, green.
Yep.
Yeah.
Come on, babe.
Okay. This is the hard one. What is the drink that Jim always bought from the break room's vending machine?
Mitchell.
Like, oh.
Grape soda.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Tied again.
Good job.
Uh-oh.
Is there one more question?
One
One
more.
Ooh.
All right. What is the name of the episode that I refuse to watch?
Blake.
Mitchell. Ah! I don't know who it was. Who was it?
It was Blake.
Dang it.
Scott's Tots.
Yep.
Yeah,
Blake
it's the-
wins.
Good
It's the
job.
one that everyone refuses to
I
watch.
hate that episode.
She literally stopped it when we were trying to go to sleep because we go to sleep to the office
Yeah,
all the
'cause
time.
yeah.
Wakes up.
But she was like, I will not go to sleep to this
What
No,
you
episode.
gonna
no,
do? What you gonna do? Make our dreams
No,
come
it
true.
turned on and Blake's falling asleep. I'm like, Blake, give me that controller right now. I gotta
Like,
change it.
I threw it across the room.
Yeah. It's
We can't
it's
watch
so bad.
this.
Oh, it's so bad.
Good game. Good game.
Yeah, good game. That was fun. We should do trivia stuff like that more often.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, it was good times. I'll have to do one for like you guys or like
Yeah.
you know,
For
so
sure.
everyone can play at one point.
Mm-hmm.
Well that'll wrap it up for this one. I appreciate you guys coming on.
Yeah, dude, thank
makes
you
it
so
easy
much.
for me.
Yeah.
Make sure to follow the podcast at Neighbor Podcasts on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You can catch Blake on Mixer, mixer.com/darkhook. I don't know. Do you guys have any like Instagrams or anything that you guys want to like shout out or talk about? You don't have to,
No.
because okay,
I mean, I don't.
Mine's private.
yeah, private one stuff, all that kind of stuff.
I mean, you can follow me if you want.
Yeah, but what is it? What's your at?
What's yo?
Kirsten Janae.
Janae. Yeah, there it is. Because I knew at one point you did have the beauty by Kirsten thing,
Oh,
but
Yeah,
good.
I still do, but I don't really do hair that much.
use it. Yeah, so I just want to ask. But thanks guys for listening. We really appreciate it. We'll be back on Friday. And